So today is the 27th of April, and if you are aware, it was on this day that Beethoven composed the Elise Bagatelle. It was in 1810, the same year that Chopin was born. I'm just going to give you a very brief tutorial as to a shortened version that you can play even if you don't know how to play the piano. Okay, and doesn't make any. It's just a tiny bit at the beginning, plus the scales, and then you end it. With that. But there we go. So just the left hand on its own. You need to find the A with the little finger. Okay, and just put this a bit closer. Okay, find the A. Okay, which is 2 A's below middle C. Okay, and then that is going to go from there to your forefinger on the E, and then your thumb on the next A. Okay, you need to know that. This will come in later. The most difficult bit. And then this, even more difficult, little finger on the E, and then thumb on this E, and then you move your hand like this, so that this forefinger is going up to the G sharp, this black key. That one there, so it'll be like this. Okay, so what you'll do is practice that 100 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on 100 times, and then this 100 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really smooth. Okay, that's the most difficult bit that you're going to be doing. Then it goes like this, so very slowly. The book that I have recommends you start on your fourth finger, but I would say the third finger is okay. So. And then the same time as you press the thumb on this A, this is going to go on the A here. No, sorry, the A first. Okay, let me just check that out. I'm not sure myself. Yeah, so it's the same time. Okay, so let's do it again. 2, 4, 5. Okay, once you've done that, you're then going to move your right hand onto the C. And continue. This is called an arpeggio, from which we get the word harp. Arpeggio. It sounds a bit like a harp, especially when you combine it with more notes. And then more notes are in your right hand, C on your thumb, E on your forefinger, and then the A with perhaps your fourth finger. So I'll use my little finger there. Okay. So that's the continuation of this A, E, A, and then you go. So that's the first phrase. Are you ready? We'll do it again. Okay. And you can sing it. It's always helpful to sing. Then you're going to put your little finger on the B. And when you put it on the B, this is going to be on the E, so it's that second thing we will learn with the left hand. Okay, do it again. From the beginning. Yeah, so I think that I forgot to say that there's a B. Let me just check, because I don't remember there being a B once. Okay, so there isn't, so I was right. Let me just do it again. Okay, so doing that quickly after the beat. So the B and then this. Do it again. Okay, so now if you got that under your belt, we'll go on. Let's go from the beginning again. So back to the E here. So this is the next bit, yeah? That's E, and the G sharp again. That's what we're doing there. And then the B, and then the C. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 notes. Let's do it all again. it again. E, C, D, A. Okay. That's how we end it. Okay. On the turn, the right hand ends like this. Do it again from the beginning. So when it goes back to this A, this will, as I think I said, go back to the A, E, A. And that's it. Okay. And that'll do you, I think. Unless you want to do this wonderful bit that comes a bit later, but we're going to stuff it in right away. You go, instead of that last bit which I said we go back to that, the A, E, A. Instead of doing the last A, that last bit I just showed you, the end of the whole thing, you're about to put the A with your thumb, you go instead back to this A, and you go A, C, E, and then the right hand A, C, E, and left hand finger on it, A, C, E, right, A, C, E, left finger, A, C, E, A, C, E. Okay. I'm using thumb and forefinger and fourth finger, the right hand, yeah, and then left hand, okay. And then up to and then you go down chromatically, which means white key, black key, white key, white key, black key, white key, black key, white key, black key, white key, white key, and you're back to the beginning. So. And slow it down ever so much, so you're going from fast to slow. You're back to the beginning. 2, 3, 4. So this is how it sounds. Okay, but instead of that one, we're going to go down to the bottom. And we can go. Okay, and so forth. I forgot myself, it has to stop there. I was going to go all the way down here. No, it just goes and stops there and then starts doing the opening again. So here's the whole thing without any pauses. See if you're able to do this. It'll take about, well, depending on your level, a short time to master this. Okay, thank you very much. So that is your Beethoven tutorial from a Beethoven lineage student. My teacher is from the Beethoven line, blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much. I hope it helps you. Thank you very much.